The year is 1660. Storms rage outside the Abbaye Notre Dame de Saint-Joseph d'Auxonne, mirroring the turmoil within. Rain lashes against the stone walls, a relentless assault. Wind howls through the gargoyles, their grimaces echoing the fear in the nuns' hearts. Inside, flickering candlelight dances across terrified faces, painting distorted shadows on the cold stone walls. The nuns huddle together, their whispers lost in the cacophony of the storm. Something is amiss in the sanctuary, something unholy. The air crackles with an unseen energy. Whispers of sin and demonic possession snake through the convent's drafty corridors. The nuns, once devout and serene, are now plagued by visions, their once unwavering faith shaken to its core. Their minds, normally sanctuaries of prayer and contemplation, are besieged by blasphemous thoughts, lurid images, and unholy desires. The devil, they believe, has infiltrated their sacred haven, manifesting as an insatiable lust for Father Nouvelet. Sister Marguerite, young and easily swayed, thrashes in her narrow bed, her whimpers barely audible above the storm's roar. She sees demons with fiery eyes leering at her from the shadows, their claws reaching, eager to drag her soul to the abyss. Sister Agnes, her face pale and gaunt, scratches at her arms, desperate to expunge the feeling of invisible hands crawling beneath her skin. The nuns' once ordered world has dissolved into a terrifying phantasmagoria. Their sleep offers no escape, only tormented dreams, filled with grotesque imagery and forbidden desires for Father Nouvelet. Their waking hours are spent in a haze of fear and confusion, the line between reality and nightmare blurring with each passing day. The once comforting rituals of prayer and confession now ring hollow, their pleas for divine intervention seemingly lost in the deafening storm as their thoughts drift to Father Nouvelet. Into this maelstrom of fear and uncertainty enters Father Pierre Nouvelet, a charismatic young priest from a neighboring parish. His arrival is a beacon of hope in the storm-tossed sea of their despair. With his piercing gaze, easy smile, and aura of piety, he exudes an irresistible magnetism. His words, laced with honeyed pronouncements of God's love and the devil's insidious power, resonate deeply within the troubled and yearning hearts of the nuns. Father Nouvelet listens intently as the nuns confess their darkest fears and most disturbing visions, their voices tinged with a mix of fear and desire. He offers them solace, assuring them that their torment is not a sign of weakness or sin, but rather evidence of their profound faith, a faith that Satan himself seeks to destroy. He promises them deliverance from the demonic grip that holds them captive, but only through complete submission to his guidance and the will of God. Section 4, Flagellation and Fervor. Under Father Nouvelet's direction, the convent becomes a stage for increasingly dramatic displays of religious fervor. Days are consumed by endless prayers and fasting, the nuns pushing their bodies to the brink of exhaustion in an attempt to purify their tormented souls. The sharp sting of the scourge becomes a constant companion, their self-inflicted pain a physical manifestation of their desperate struggle against the unseen enemy within. The convent's once peaceful gardens, once filled with the scent of lavender and rosemary, now echo with the nuns' cries of anguish and supplication. Their once gentle voices, accustomed to hymns of praise and devotion, now rasped with the fervor of their prayers, their pleas for deliverance reaching a fever pitch. They believe with unwavering conviction that only through such extreme acts of penance can they hope to exorcise the demons that torment them. Yet, beneath their fervent prayers and acts of penance, a forbidden desire stirs within them, a longing for Father Nouvelet that they dare not confess. Father Nouvelet abuses his position, engaging in sexual relations with some of the nuns, exploiting their vulnerability and devotion for his own desires. Section 5. A Seed of Doubt. Mother Barbara Bouvet, the convent's Mother Superior, observes these escalating displays of religious fervor with a growing sense of unease. A woman of quiet faith and pragmatic wisdom, she finds herself increasingly troubled by Father Nouvelet's methods. His pronouncements seem to feed the flames of hysteria rather than quell them. The nuns, once models of piety and serenity, now resemble a frenzied mob, their behavior bordering on the unhinged, their eyes filled with a strange longing. She voices her concerns to Father Nouvelet, questioning the severity of the penances he has imposed and the increasingly bizarre nature of his exorcism rituals. However, her words fall on deaf ears. Father Nouvelet, his eyes blazing with righteous conviction, dismisses her concerns as the whispers of the devil himself, attempting to undermine his holy work. The seed of doubt, however, has been planted. Gap 3's Section 6, the trial of Father Nouvelet. The trial of Father Nouvelet was a spectacle of fervor and fear. Accused of heresy, witchcraft, and abusing his position, he stood before the tribunal, his fate sealed by the whispers of the nuns. The once revered figure now found himself at the mercy of those he had sought to guide and protect. The nuns recounted the bizarre rituals, extreme penances, and the illicit relations that had become the norm under Father Nouvelet's guidance. Mother Barbara Bouvet's earlier concerns echoed through the chamber, a haunting reminder of unchecked zeal. The verdict was swift and merciless. Guilty of heresy, witchcraft, and abuse, Father Nouvelet was sentenced to death by burning. As the flames consumed him, his cries mingled with the fervent prayers of the onlookers. In the aftermath, Sister Saint-Colombe, a staunch supporter of Father Nouvelet, was banished from the convent. Her cries of protest echoed in the night, a final testament to the fervor that had torn apart their once serene sanctuary. Gap 3's. The seeds of doubt had blossomed into a harrowing reality, leaving the convent forever changed. And so, the scandal of the Auxonne nuns came to an end. A tale of obsession, power, and perhaps the most ironic of all, how a man of God can bring out the devil in just about anyone.